Hi and welcome to Full Time. We're here in a pretty noisy studio because everyone is buzzing after that 3-1 win. I'm with Charlene. How you doing, Charlene?
Hi, James.
I'm buzzing.
I know, great birthday present for you.
That was a good birthday
Amazing.
present. Thank you, Arsenal, for delivering. That was brilliant. That was, you could debate one of our best performances under Arteta. I don't know where it came from. That's what we're here to do. I can't even get through that coughing.
I know, so exciting.
That's what we're here to get through. Break down where it went right, where it went wrong, obviously, with the equaliser, whether we could have got one. I'm seeing Smith Rowe coming to do his interview, shaking Gary Neville's hand. I'll be interested to hear what he says later. But that was excellent. We're going to talk all about that. But the important thing about this show is that you get your say. So remember that a number pops up on the screen. Send your videos into the WhatsApp chat there. And yeah, we want to hear what you have to say. We'll be here listening, breaking it down. Lots to get through. But Charlene, you've been on the watch along. You've had a great time. Just give us your kind of fan cammy instant reaction to what you've seen.
Mate, I'm absolutely buzzing. Great way to start the weekend. 3 points. But even more so, I'm happy that we had a good performance throughout the match.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, first half we were surprised, saying, wow, we're on like 37th minute and we're still looking good. Because normally we start off good, 10 minutes in, then we sort of decline.
Yep.
But we kept good and consistent throughout the whole match. So great work from the team. I can't even pick a man of the match.
No, and that is something we're gonna have to decide. I mean, they've gone for Smith Rowe on TV. I think for his work rate coupled with his goal, and obviously probably the goal that really sealed the 3 points.
Yeah.
There's a good argument for that. But let us know in the comment section what you guys think. So let's just take it all the way back because we're all excited. I'm speaking a few decibels. I'm getting to your level. I mean,
gosh,
I know, bloody
you.
I know. Here we go. But let's take it back to the starting 11. The 11 comes out. We're thinking, is it Aubameyang on the left, Smith Rowe on the 10? What we're looking at here. Turns out Lacazette was more playing as a 10. What were your thoughts at the time, and then that Lacazette performance we got as well?
Well, from Good Morning Arsenal, I said that I wanted Lacazette and Aubameyang to both start on today. I mean, obviously Aubameyang goes without saying, and Lacazette, after he came in and impacted the game last week, got that goal, it was only right that he started. So when I saw that both of them were starting, I was happy with that. And that's sort of what I did say on Good Morning Arsenal. You know, we've got the option of playing Aubameyang out wide, but he can also come in. Lacazette could drop back into the number 10, and then Smith Rowe go over to the left-hand side.
I agree.
Arteta listened to me.
Yeah, he did. Arteta made it work today with both of them up front. He found a system that allowed us to keep the principles of what we want to do, but it was quicker. There was a better tempo. It was exciting. It was electric at times. And we'll just read out this comment here from MM. Says, Ben White, man of the match. People aren't realising how good he was. I don't know about man of the match, but he was quality today. We're going to go through them all, but let's get that shout out for Ben White as well.
Yeah, Benjamin
White. Apologies for Benjamin White because
Benji?
Benjamin.
Okay.
We could ask him. I don't know if he specifically said he likes Benjamin.
We like shortening names.
He was fantastic. I'm seeing Tavares as well in the comment section. Sambi Lokonga was terrific. His ability on the half turn. I think we're all just kind of living in the moment a little bit now.
Exactly, but it's nice. I mean, Tavares, the way he just runs forward as well. I mean, that shot that he took, it would have been great if he finished that as well.
Yeah, I mean, I was seeing. You know, it's a good day when you look across the team and you go, you know, you're not saying, oh, we won in spite of him or whatever. Everyone delivered. Everyone turned up. I'm a little bit in shock because I'm looking at Arsenal today. I'm thinking, why don't we see this every week? I can understand.
Exactly.
I know we've got the youngest or second youngest. I think it's the youngest sort of 11 that goes out in the Premier League every week. That matters. I get that. But we also don't have Europe. So I'm kind of thinking the talent is there. So we should be seeing this a bit more often. But against Palace, we couldn't get to that level. I mean, even the first 10 minutes up against Palace, which was good, wasn't as good as the first 60 minutes of that.
Exactly.
Why do we see a different Arsenal every week?
That's what I want to know. You just don't know what Arsenal's going to turn up, do you?
No, you don't.
But I think Lacazette played a key part in today's game as well. You know, so obviously making that change, obviously.
But is it just a change?
No, I think the whole mentality of the team, that's what it felt like. Because like you said, Everyone put in a shift today. So it's the whole mentality of the team. It feels like it shifted in today's game. You know, they saw the importance of getting 3 points today, whereas in previous games like the Brighton game, we didn't really see that. Same for the Palace. We saw it for, 10 minutes?
They put on a show.
Yeah.
Today they put on a show, you know, Friday night at the Emirates. They did the light show before, and I kind of jokingly tweeted, I went, is that a light show? Because I was like, what is this Champions League semi-final night? What's going on? But I appreciate the kind of attempt of whoever made that decision to try and get everyone up for it, you know, pre-game. I mean, obviously we can't hear the commentary, but I just got this feeling that the Emirates was buzzing. I don't know, there's something about the performance, something about putting 3 past Emi Martinez. Yeah. There's something about the Villa players trying to scrap with us over nothing. And then it's like, why force some rivalry that isn't there?
Mate, from the get-go as well. I mean, Ollie Watkins got that yellow card within the first 30 seconds.
And I thought Gabriel set the tone with the way he swept up, Ramsdale claimed, and then he was straight there to kind of confront it. And you kind of knew we weren't to be messed about with today. And I really enjoyed that. You know, we can't have it both ways. We can't sit here and go, well, Villa are really poor. And Villa went to Old Trafford and really performed and deservedly came away with a win. They performed
Martinez
at Stamford.
Dancing.
That's the thing. All that.
Today, though.
They performed at Stamford Bridge. Yes, they lost 3-0, but they performed there. Who else? Everton, they beat 3-0.
Yeah.
You know, they're no mugs, Aston Villa. I know they lost at Spurs and they capitulated against Wolves, but they're a good side. And I thought, for about 70 minutes, we made them look not even average, we made them look awful. And I do think it was us making them look awful and not just them not turning up. Because second half they started to play, but I felt apart from the goal, we kind of dealt with them.
Yeah, we did. And the funny thing is as well, we was, you know, sort of looking at their danger men, and we could name a few.
Yeah.
You know, Ings, he was missing the whole game.
Yeah.
Ollie Watkins, Buendia, Cash, Target, McGinn. These are all players that we were fearing coming into this game, but actually, we did deal with them. Yeah,
I completely agree. We're going to go to a clip any second now. We've got a super chat from Alexander. Says, just leaving the grounds now, great win, but the changing against Martinez was classless. Guy was a loyal servant and led us to an FA Cup trophy and only left because we refused to start him over Leno. Alexander, the first thing I'd say is I think Arsenal fans have been more than gracious and loving towards Emi Martinez for what he did in the time he was at the club. The other thing I'd add is he hasn't, and I'm not saying he's necessarily wrong for this, but, you know, he's had his fair bit to say about leaving Arsenal. And I think when you look at reports, when you look at what was said elsewhere, and I'm not sure it was as simple as we refused to play him, so he left. But whatever, he's gone on to Aston Villa, it's going well from there, he's won the Copa America, and I wish him all the best, and, you know, I genuinely do. But against Arsenal, we want to make it uncomfortable and horrible for him. And I think that was one thing, and you can't put Martinez and Vieira in the same conversation, but it was one point that people were saying after Palace, maybe we made Vieira feel a bit too loved. Maybe we kind of made the occasion a bit too nice for him. And I'm glad that someone like Martinez came back and we made it horrible.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what your thoughts on that are, but I'm glad. And if it was classless, you know what? Fair enough.
100%. I mean, we're out there to win a game of football, mate.
Yeah.
So, you know, as much as, you know, we do still get the fan base commenting about, missing Martinez and still making that comparison. I mean, not so much now that we've got Ramsdale and Ramsdale's performing.
That's it.
But when we get out there, we're going out for a win. We're going for all 3 points.
Yeah,
So,
I completely agree.
less than that.
All right, guys, remember that phone number is going to appear on the screen. You get to send in your videos via WhatsApp. We want to hear what you guys have to say. That's the big thing. That's the best thing about this show. You get your say. So keep them coming. We'll be running for about an hour or so, maybe a little bit longer because today was a good performance. Get them in. We want to hear what you have to say. Let's hear the first videos now.
What's up, AFTV? Out here at the Seaport District in Boston. Just got off work. I was slick watching that whole game during the entire time I was supposed to be working. I got some words to say. First of all, shout out Emile Smith-Rowe. That guy fucking put in a shift today. He put in an effort. When is he going to start getting the credit he deserves? Big up to Tavares. Man's looking like a solid replacement for Kieran Tierney, who's been out of form all season. He showed us some things that Tierney doesn't quite bring to the table. And finally, Waka Blood Closet, my guy. This guy's been putting in work. He needs to be starting. Abba, he can play. They can work it out. But really, we need to be having Laka starting.
3-1 Arsenal, mate. Wow, what a performance, man. It's been so long. Apart from obviously the Tottenham game, but it's been so long just seeing a convincing win, not just a win, but a convincing win. Just you've had that little bit of spell between the 65 to 80th minute where obviously Aston Villa were pushing it, but you expect that. You're behind, you're gonna expect them to come at you. And I think Dean Smith and Aston Villa were probably shocked the way we came out, because they were thinking, you know what, this Arsenal team, they probably underestimated us. They probably just thought, you know what, we're going to be the normal Arsenal team. Bro, even me, I wasn't confident. I predicted 2-2 or 1-1. I predicted a draw. I was like, you know what, worst comes to worst, we're not going to win this game. It's going to be a draw or we're going to lose. But anyway, big up to the team. Arteta, I think, got a spot on the lineup. And it's just all the way from Australia is watching this game at 6 a.m. It's pleasing in the eye, man. Pleasing in the eye. We move.
Hello Arsenal fans, it's Henry from Uganda. What a performance from our players. Lacazette, that spirit, we need it from all the players. And Sambi Lukonga, my guy, cool midfield. We are waiting for other 3 points in the next game. Big up, Gunners. Come on!
Hey, everyone's having an absolute blast, and I love it.
It's great to see the Arsenal fan base happy and pleased with the performance.
I love it. What a worldwide fan base we have, man. I love it. I love that people are up till 5, 6, whatever time in the morning. We had a comment here. I think it was someone in Japan, 6 in the morning, whatever it is. I love it. It's really hard to kind of know where to stop and start, like breaking it down, discussing. Let's go to this super chat from Labina. It says, really proud of the team. The defending was on point. Man of the match was the spirit they collectively showed. I've got to say, I had heart to mouth after that Villa goal went in. I thought, oh, this could be really nervy. They had one good chance, but other than that, managed our way through so nicely. We got some comments here. Brian asking, did you miss Xhaka? Not today, but that's a discussion for another day. A few people saying Saka needs a rest. A few people also saying that they're still Arteta out. And I think that the one thing I'll say really quickly is that don't let today judge how you feel about the job Arteta's doing, about this team, whatever, because we've seen this from Arsenal. We've also seen the Palace performances from Arsenal. We've also seen the Man City 5-0. This is a very young and therefore expectedly inconsistent team. But what you can do is stop and go, well played, Mikel.
Yeah.
Today, we were all saying get Lacazette in the 11, but I think deep down, no one really knew how to do it. Maybe some of you said 2 up front, but he got it spot on.
Exactly.
I loved it. I mean, look, I don't want to make this about the manager because I tried not to too much after Palace, and I don't want to too much today. But what's your feelings on kind of what Mikel's done today? The players are clearly playing for him. Like, do we tend to overreact at times?
I guess we just go on instinct, innit? The performances that we see, that is how we react. We react on the performances we see on the pitch.
Yeah.
So I guess when the fan base are, making these reactions, it's because they're not happy with how it's been. And yeah, it's been inconsistent, but it is a process, which, people are getting impatient of. Trust the process. What process? There's a lot of questions asked. What is our
You can
style?
understand why, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I
But
mean,
then,
I have to say, I am asking those questions myself.
yeah. At the same time, though, we do need to be patient and slowly build small steps. But obviously, we don't want to be seeing ourselves sitting bottom of the table or in the second half of the table. We want to see results at the same time. But I feel like things are slowly clicking into place.
Yeah, it's a really funny one because I just tweeted this actually, that if someone said to you after what happened against Man City, your next 6 results would be 4 wins, 2 draws, you're looking at that and going, okay, that's good. If someone says to you you're going to pick up 14 points out of the next 18, you're saying, okay, well, that's quite good as well. And there's been some tricky games in there. We mentioned City, we mentioned Chelsea, Brentford proving no mugs, Spurs are Spurs, Brighton, who are proving a good side. What's lacking for me is actually more the performances.
Yeah.
So when we go and draw with Palace, and it's a 95th minute equaliser that in a game we should have lost, when we hang on barely against Brighton, a game we should have lost, I am coming away from that and I'm thinking, that's the performances. Without the performances, we're never going to go anywhere. And then they deliver something like that.
Exactly.
And then you're like, oh, okay, so you have it in you. And it's a really weird one. It's a really weird one with this team.
It is, especially so if we compared this one to the Tottenham one as well. I mean, we managed to get the result, but it was a performance of one good half. But I get what you're saying. Why can't we do this more often?
But why?
I don't know.
Because we don't have European football. We're not travelling
Exactly.
across Europe. We're not. I mean, even with this, with the Palace game, we had that extra time on the training ground because we played the Monday night,
Yeah.
and it almost felt like we we knew we had the opportunity to build momentum, and we kind of collapsed under that pressure. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is.
I really don't know.
Maybe you guys can
It's-
answer it in some clips. Remember, guys, the number appears on screen. Yeah, send in your videos. We want to hear what you have to say. Let's go.
Well, going AFTV, reporting after the 3-1 win. Decent game, played pretty well in the first half. Felt like we kind of went into a little shell, like midpoint second half, but still pretty decent. Obviously letting that goal in the last 10 minutes, but you know, overall decent game. Big performances from Lakanga and Partey. Smith Rowe was really good too, Laka as well, so yeah.
Alright, 3 points in the bag. Happy with that today. Aubameyang goal and assist. He did good. Lacazette is more than just a goal scorer. He provides more to the team. Saka and Smith Rowe, they're clear of Mason Greenwood. He's shit, fam. And midfield was solid too. Defense was solid. Tavares is a good replacement for Tierney. Unfortunately, to concede that goal. But yeah, good game. On to the next.
What can I say? Fantastic win. Big up Arsenal every time. And boy, me I tell you, it's hard to find out who I'm man of the match. Hard to find out who the man of the match. I can't pick one man of the match. Fantastic. I wish they continue to play just like this over and over and over. Party attack, you know. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Big up from Jamaica.
And we're back. Love it, love it, love it. Partey was superb today.
And he got his first goal.
and he
Like,
got
how
his-
we not
do
mentioned
you know
that?
what? It kind of
Partey got his first goal.
it kind of slipped my mind that it was.
Right, we're so
I don't know,
excited.
I think it's so petty of me that in the euphoria of Emi Martinez kind of on the floor with his head in the sand, like or grass, just kind of I forgot about all that. But yeah, man, I'm so happy for Partey. Should have scored before. Hit
He
the post.
should have, yeah.
Should have even got a second after that. But
Got Partey.
yeah, and he was terrific today. And I actually didn't think he was even that bad against Palace. But people obviously got him because of the mistake that led to the goal, and I can understand that. Talk to us about Partey. Well, I'm just going to
Mate.
filter some super chats.
Well, we've seen this go. It's been waiting to come because he's been consistently taking shots which just go way, way over the net. But I mean, today he managed to get in the back of the net. So shout out to
From a
Thomas
header.
Partey from a header as well.
After all those
I wasn't
shots,
expecting that
after
exactly.
all those shots, a little header with his kind of shoulder.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the technique for you, Partey.
That's it. You
But
found-
yeah,
you
I'm
found the way.
absolutely buzzing for him. It's
You
about
found
time he
the
got
way.
his first go.
We've got a few super chats. Rye24 says, Sharon James, big up yourself today. Good performance and result, but please, let's not get carried away as I'm still Arteta out. I understand.
Big
I
up to you,
completely
Rye, and everyone's got their
understand. It's
opinion
Friday
and
night.
preferences.
We're going to be on a bit of a vibe tonight, but
We always are.
but there is a bigger picture to discuss and look at, and
100%.
we are going to do that. So listen, this isn't a place where if you're still not convinced, if for whatever reason you maybe didn't think the performance was as good as everyone else, that's cool. Like that's what you're here to give your opinion. That's what AFTV is all about. We're obviously on a bit of a high. But yeah, let's go to AFC Max. The super chat says, big up all my Australian brothers. 6 a.m. kickoff, and it's currently 8:24 a.m. right now, and it's good to start the day. Hashtag come on you Gunners. I think it says consistency is key. I completely agree with that. We've got a couple more. Eric says, I've posted here on AFTV many times that Laka needs to be the top pivot of the midfield. Actually, Arteta let his midfielders play to their strengths and not position them to his style. I actually agree with that fully. You didn't find Lokonga or Odegaard, or I know I think Odegaard didn't start, but you weren't finding players like dropping into left back or
Yeah.
strange areas. They just played a simple system. Tavares got forward more than Tomiyasu, but Tomiyasu still got forward. It was balanced. We attacked down both ends.
Yeah.
It didn't feel overcoached. It was nice, wasn't it?
Even Ben White got forward. Benjamin.
I've got to say, his drives from
forward.
midfield. I thought
Exactly.
Ben White was quality today.
Imagine a goal on the end of that.
Yeah, imagine. He'll get one soon as well. Semi got the assist the other night, didn't he?
Yeah.
Isai says 2 set pieces, 1 actual goal from open play. Attacking play is still ass, he says. Too predictable. It's heartbreaking. It's not the players. It's Arteta out. Okay.
Which he has got a fair point as well. I mean, look at how many chances that we created. Look at how many times we got forward and we're just like, shoot.
Yes.
So there is still that work to be done there.
I suppose if there's one criticism from the game, we still get into the final third and don't necessarily make a lot from it.
Yeah.
You're right. Set piece, penalty, and then a big deflection. I completely acknowledge that. But I think the thing I'd say is that my biggest criticism watching Arsenal under Arteta is that we don't score a range of goals. Against Spurs, it felt at times that we were euphoric because we kind of scored. Oh, we're having some sound issues. Sorry, guys. We kind of scored 3 perfect goals in some way. You know, the break, the football, the finish, all that. You got to find a way of scoring ugly as well.
Yep.
And we had our chances. I felt we should have gone 1 up from that Aubameyang goal, which was ruled out. That, I mean, again, poor officiating, didn't matter today. So I think Arsenal did enough today to merit the 3 goals in terms of what they did in the final third.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's a confidence thing when we get into the final third? Players just, because they will take so many touches when they can just shoot. But
when goal scoring doesn't come naturally to a team, you're far more inclined to try and walk it in. You're more inclined to not shoot until you've got it right. But what I liked about Arsenal today, shots from distance. We looked dangerous from set pieces. We won a penalty. Like, these are... People can say that, but that's lucky. But Lacazette getting in front of the defender first and winning the penalty, that's not just lucky. That's... With quality players, you make those things happen for yourselves. And I think Man United fans have a point when... Remember when everyone was saying, well, Man United are getting way more penalties than anyone else?
Yeah.
But there were examples where they didn't deserve pens. But more often than not, you're going, but they were penalties. And if you can find a way of getting into those areas, getting into the penalty box, drawing tackles and fouls, hey, you're going to score goals. You're going to win chances. So, I'm happy with that. We've got a few more clips coming up. And super chats. We'll go to the super chats in a sec, but keep your clips coming. The number is on the screen, as you can see. Send them in. We want to hear loads of you guys. We want to hear what you have to say. Let's head over to the clips.
Hey guys, Ebe here again. Loving the win. Positive and negative as usual. My positive is Emile Smith-Rowe. I think he's just so good, and not just offensively. I think he has a goal. I think he has an assist too, even defensively as well. But I want to give credit today to Mikel Arteta for bouncing back after dropping points. Getting a win after dropping points, I think, is key for this season. We're going to lose and we're going to drop points. But if we can win every time we do that in the next game, I think we'll be fine, just as long as we don't go on a bad form. But my negative today is no clean sheet. That's really the only thing I can complain about. Just a split second of a lapse, and we couldn't keep a clean sheet. So, all right, come on, you.
Hello AFTV, this is Jiwaji from Kenya. Positive game, positive results, but then how do you put Martinelli right at the end? This guy Arteta is going to destroy his career, I think.
Hi AFTV, big up to all of you there. Good result today, 3-1. Expected a clean sheet from Ramsdale, but unlucky, I guess. With a good goal from Jacob Ramsey, with Bailey running us off. But anyway, good goals. Smith-Rowe, Oba, and Partey. Thank you. Martinez, you should keep your mouth shut because your mind games don't work against us. And hopefully everything goes planned in the future. So.
And we're back. Emi Martinez, always a topic of discussion for Arsenal fans. Right. I mean, I think it's time. We've done a lot of celebrating the win.
We have.
I think it's time we actually break it down to a degree. Keep sending videos in, guys. We want to hear your thoughts. Send in your comments and everything. We've got plenty. Some people saying Arteta out still. Some people obviously very, very happy. Here we go. Russell says Ramsdale's distribution was unreal. Absolutely spot on. It's been a good day. It's been a good day. Enjoyed the watch along. Enjoyed everything. Let's break it down. Let's go through the team. Aaron Ramsdale.
Mate.
Let's all. It's early. I know it's early. It's very early. He played 6 games? He's going to play another 29 maybe. He was so good today.
He was.
He was so good. He wins the balls that come into the area. He makes a save low down when he has to. But then there's something about his passing. It's always into feet. It always gets to a player where they're comfortable.
Yep.
None of this. Was he doing this for Bournemouth and Sheffield United?
I don't know.
None of us saw this.
Yeah.
No, let's be real. And I was more welcoming than most of the signing. But even I was like, why are we spending 24 million? He is proving us all wrong. And I actually, it's coming out on AFTV VIP. You can see a new episode of Target Man. I don't know if you watched the one I did on Saka. I actually interviewed one of his former coaches, one of his first coaches at professional level. And he told me that he's just not surprised by this Ramsdale performance. Wow. Said he always had this in him, and he knew he was going to the top. Wow. Well, I mean, where do we start? Where do we start with this guy? I mean, he's got the complete pack, and for what we're seeing now, he's got it all.
He has, definitely. I mean, even when you think back to Sheffield United, when they was in the Premier League, and they was conceding goals, but you would always hear commentary and see that Ramsdale was making good saves. But I didn't know he was this good.
No, neither did I.
So I mean, I'm just speechless, if I'm completely honest. But the way he's come into this Arsenal side and the way he's just delivering, it's just way better than what anyone could have even imagined. Can't get my words out. Imagined.
I know. He. I think what's shocking people is that he's been in the Premier League for about 2 years, and I think we're all sitting there going, but we might have seen some good shot stopping or whatever, but we're seeing like this. I mean, let's put it. If Edison was playing like this, if Alisson was playing like this, I mean, everyone would be waxing lyrical about him. Yeah. Where they'd be talking about the modern goalkeeper, the kind of where the game's gone. This is the kind of keeper you need, and dare I say, it's early, but dare I say 24 million is starting to look a steal?
Yeah.
Like when you think of what Edison and Alisson went for. I know it's early on, and we've seen, I mean, Leno started well. No, I'll be honest, not this well. Yeah. But Leno started well for Arsenal, and then we saw the mistakes creeping in or whatever. But I think there's something about the system in front of him with Gabriel and White, the positions the players take up that allow his distribution to be so accurate. But also, he's still pulling it off. I'm loving what I'm seeing, and he looks like he's Arsenal through and through already.
100%. You can see it's there in his heart.
Yeah. I'm absolutely loving it. We've got a few super chats apparently. I'm just struggling to find. Oh, here we go. Then we've got one here. Oh no, we've read them all. We've read them all. My bad. I thought we had a few. But we're going to go to the clip, guys. Remember, send yours in. We want to hear what you have to say. Next clip is up.
Yes, today was a very good game. That's the major difference between Tavares and Tierney. Most of the time, when Tierney is involved into the game, you notice that Aston midfielder always cover him like 90% of his attack. He's not surgical. He just run, and most of the quarters are very poor. And our midfielder always got to keep coming down. If you watch the last game, Samuel Lokonga will always go to that corner to fill up in the space of Tierney. And yeah, so I think Tavares bringing a lot of good pace to the game and a lot of new stuff to the game. So I think he's better in that position. Tierney is a very good player, but 98% of his time he got a very poor crosses, and he just run up. It doesn't succeed. And he always take our midfield out of positions. Okay, thank you.
Hey guys, Nick here. My only thoughts on the match today is, because I know y'all will be discussing a lot of it already, but my only thought is when we concede that goal and make it 3-1, I know we speak a lot about Arteta and his managerial style and all of that, but that has to be the players. I think there's this huge debate on, who's to be blamed and all of that, and I'm not trying to make a case for Arteta in or Arteta out, but what I want to say specifically about today's match, especially when we concede that one goal, it is down to the players, and the players have to look at themselves. Even when you think about the Tottenham match, the manager isn't telling them, guys, concede a goal in the 80th minute, Let's see how we can make this more interesting. So that's what I have to say. I think we can point a lot of fingers to Mikel Arteta for a lot of things. However, I think the players need to take a long, hard look at themselves as well.
Big up all Arsenal fans from Russia. This performance was good as the one against Tottenham. Wish we could have kept a clean sheet. Lacazette obviously man of the match for me. Are you convinced now that Odegaard is shit? We put Lac as number 10 and suddenly we see a style of play. The real question is, why Arteta didn't pull this earlier? Odegaard is just so frustrating. I see him that way. Credit to Nuno, he's a real beast. This win would only mean something to us if we win the next 2 games against Leicester and Watford.
I love him, man. He's always here. I love it. Few shouts. We've heard Lacazette potentially man of the match.
Yeah.
We're going to make our way through the team. Let's go through the back four. An Arteta signed back four. They all came in under him.
Yes.
Tomiyasu. Excellent.
Quality, mate. Outstanding.
He's still... maybe I'm being a bit harsh. I think he still lacks something going forward. You look at the way Tierney last season, Tavares today, the problems they cause going forward. But, I mean, if any of you saw my Transfer Daily Extra where I kind of broke down Tomiyasu, I kind of said not to expect that. But what you're going to get, he wins his headers.
Yeah.
He doesn't get beaten on one-on-ones, at least not easily.
Mm-hmm.
And I really loved what he did today. He did his job brilliantly.
Yeah, great performance from him. And he's been, consistent. I mean, I think he's probably had one game where he didn't have his greatest performance, but all games that he's played, we've just been wowed, blown away by him.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about Ben White.
Yes.
I'm going to just say it, right?
Benjamin.
Benjamin White has, in my opinion, had a very unfair kind of critique of his kind of start at Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's completely unfounded because in some key moments he's made mistakes, or not made mistakes, but not been the defender we hoped he would be. You look at the goal that Palace scored to go 2-1 up, he's dropping too deep, but we also forget that he's 23 years old.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of defenders, you look at Van Dijk, where was he at 23 years old? A lot of defenders will learn and they will really peak at 28, 29, 30. But I've still seen enough to say that there is really raw potential there. What he does on the ball, his distribution, his driving into midfield, please don't underestimate what taking 4 or 5 men out can do.
Mm-hmm.
And he brings that sometimes. You're going to get moments where his defending isn't completely there. But today, some of the headers, I remember there was one Mings was going to get on the end of, and he gets in right almost on the goal line and sort of digs it out. Some of the blocks early in the second half when Villa looked like they were going to come into it. I thought he was terrific.
Yeah, I think with the critiques as well, I think obviously straight away people are going to look at his price tag. So
That's
I think,
a very good point. That's a very good point.
The price that we've bought him for, straight away people are going to think, all right, if we're paying this much for you, this is what we want. And the moment they don't get it, they're not going to be happy.
Yeah, I completely agree. Gabriel, he's a warrior.
He is.
He loves it, doesn't he?
I know.
He loves it. We've had defenders over the years that are good players, good defenders, but I've always wondered, do you want it as much as... And I look at Gabriel and I'm like, if there's anyone whose kind of intensity drops for 1 second, Gabriel and Ramsdale are going to scream at you.
Yeah.
And when it's been so long since we've had that.
Yeah, you see that heart and that passion in Gabriel. We saw it today as well, and he's been solid at the back as well.
Quality, loving him. Nuno Tavares, excellent.
Mate, the way he drives forward, his pace, his energy, and it's just on a whole nother level.
Tavares looks to me like he's having a really good time.
Yeah, he's enjoying his football, which is crucial. You need to enjoy it at the same time.
In a team that for me has looked often robotic, overcoached, like maybe Arteta's kind of worked too much with them.
Yeah.
I see a player in Tavares that looks like he just looks at the textbook, throws it away,
and
then just goes on a mad one. But I mean that's part of his charm as a footballer. He took a couple shots, they didn't really do anything, but cool, you're having a great time. A drop of the shoulder beats his man. I really enjoyed him today.
And this is what we want to see. We want to see players expressing themselves. Even when he drove forward, I mean, I think it was from the back line, all the way to take a shot on goal. You know, this is what we want to see, because we're expecting him to pass, you know. But actually, no, he went all the way. And this is what we want to see. All he needed was a goal on the other end of it.
Absolutely. And I don't know if it's just him or if it's a system thing. And I'm really, really not trying to criticise Tierney here. But what I liked was the timing of his runs.
Yeah.
There were moments where he thought, let's not get forward yet, because if I time it, then when that ball is rolled into me, I can actually take a touch and get it into the box. What I've been seeing Tierney do recently is get the ball too early and have to beat his man himself.
Yeah.
And I just thought Tavares just almost backed his pace and power to kind of get in at the right area. I thought he did really, really well. We got a super chat from Alexander. Obviously, we took the one before where he basically said that Arsenal fans were a bit classless, what they said to Martinez chanting throughout the game. Alexander said, I agree with your response to my comment earlier regarding Martinez, mate. On another note, it's worth noting we're level with United and every team in front of us is playing each other except for Chelsea. Are we level with United? That is interesting.
Yes.
Look, fair play to Alexander. I mean, that's what I love about it. We want to be able to have debates and discuss it. But I'm sure Arsenal fans will walk away after everything they've been chanting to Martinez. Will walk away and still know he was crucial to an FA Cup win.
Yeah, he was.
He'll be a hero, for that, any day. But no love lost there, though. Is
No,
there, really?
yeah, exactly.
Right, as always, we've got a happy birthday. Oh, from a super chat. Wow, that's very sweet. And what does he say? He's celebrating his tomorrow. It's Beefy Trev. Trev, have a really, really great birthday. Happy birthday. I'm glad.
Many birthdays it feels like.
I know,
at the
Wenger's
moment.
Arsene Wenger's today.
Yeah,
Happy birthday,
Sambi
Arsene
Lokonga.
Wenger.
Happy birthday
Sambi
to
Lokonga,
Tom.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and what
So,
a
hey,
great performance from him today.
there
as
we
well.
go. We're going to get into the midfield because we've got to talk about them. But remember, send your videos in and we're going to play them and we're going to react to them. Let's hear what fans are saying now.
You're from Uganda. What's up? Much better game today. The best response we could have had for Monday's disaster class. Unpopular opinion, but Kieran Tierney needs to take a look at Tavares' variation of attack. You really can't just have one weapon in your arsenal. Great game though. Great game.
Big performance in the first half. They come out with energy. We need that consistency. If we can get that consistency, we are a problem for a lot of teams. Showed that Partey needs support at all times because he can't run it in the middle by himself, because that's when teams just surround him and he can't find the outball, and that's the problem again. Ramsdale, yeah, we can run with that one. Gabriel, since we signed him, I knew he was going to be solid. Nuno Tavares, Tierney's got to be performing because a man like him behind him is going to have him under pressure. White turned up, Tomiyasu, Smith Rowe, Saka, Lacazette, he's always been my guy. The goals don't show it, but he always puts in a performance for us. And I'll tell you, got it right today. He did.
Action of the game tonight, Hugh.
I personally think that Martinez deserved it.
Martinez deserved it. I love how petty we can be.
I know.
I love it. Neil with a comment here says, big up JNC. We are Arsenal. We are not used to getting a favourable pen and result towards Arsenal. Ref had a decent game. Yeah, referee had a decent game. I thought what I liked was the yellow cards were coming out quite quickly, which I appreciate.
About 3 yellow cards in
Maybe
the
even
first
more.
half. I think even for 30 minutes.
Yeah, maybe even more. Do you know?
Second half, another 2.
I said this kind of shouted it over the watch along whilst they were doing their stuff, but I think yellow cards need to start being distributed for how much they target a player.
Yeah.
So Saka gets brought down all the time. I really think there needs to be almost like because there are players you want to foul more than others.
Yeah.
And so if you're kind of like, if James McCarthy's like, don't worry. I was going to say Kiyate, but I don't think he played. Who played in midfield? Conor Gallagher. If Conor Gallagher's brought down Saka, McCarthy's like, yeah, don't worry, I'll get the next one.
Yeah.
Like that is targeting the player that can borderline be dangerous.
Exactly.
So I do think they need to, maybe look at the rule a little bit with that. Yeah, well, we'll see if football ever goes in that direction. Karim says, Russian Gunner here. Thank you for this opportunity to express our opinions and thoughts. AFTV are like family to me. Love you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you, Karim. I really appreciate that.
As well, Karim.
Have a great weekend. Right, let's talk about the midfield. Partey gets his goal. We've talked about kind of awkward, but anyway, it finds the back of the net. Lokonga and Partey. I felt that performance was in them. That partnership was in them. And we saw it today. It was like one goes, the other covers nicely. They were finding each other. There's a really nice understanding and balance. Can this be a future midfield for us?
Do you know, there were moments in the game where I didn't know whether it was Partey or Lokonga.
Yeah.
Because of the way they were playing.
Because they interchange so much.
Exactly.
Because they've
and
got
the
that
quality
both,
from both of them.
and they both got that ability to kind of, they're quite like, I don't know how to explain it. They got guile. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they've got that kind of ability to kind of run and kind of glide across the pitch and carry up the, and you're kind of like, if it's not one, it's always the other, and it's kind of old school central midfielders just alternate. Right, you gone, so I'll sit. Kind of. I really enjoyed it.
Exactly, which is what we need in our midfield as well. We don't leave our midfield missing, empty. But yeah, they paired up really well today.
Yeah,
really well. I know quite a few of us were calling saying, well, perhaps bring El Neni back in. Well, I'm glad Arteta did.
I was saying that, and I'm really glad I got it wrong. I'm really glad I got it wrong.
Likewise. I mean, Arteta got his spot on with those two in midfield.
I thought with El Neni it would unlock Partey more, but actually with the maturity Lokonga played with, and then he brings on Maitland-Niles ahead of Lokonga. I'm liking that. I am. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a hater on El Neni. I know a lot of people are, but I did like that. I was seeing what looked a more future-proof Arsenal.
Yeah.
No, I did enjoy that. Let's go to in front of them. We had Saka on the right. What did you make of him today?
Saka, he had a good game today.
He had a good game, but also not his best.
Not his best. I'm glad he did actually. He played a full 90 as well, didn't he? Because obviously there was the doubt for him, after the knock in the Crystal Palace game, him coming off at half time. But yeah, I think he played really well.
Yeah, I thought he was excellent. I thought the best thing today was that we won and played brilliantly without Smith Rowe and Saka kind of being the reason we did.
Yeah.
Now I know Smith Rowe, especially in that second half, when you're talking tackles, work rate, interceptions, the goal that wins us the game, some of his drive. I mean, he was brilliant today. But I actually don't think he was man of the match. But I'm kind of happy. I thought there was just a spine that did its job and it got Arsenal over the line.
Yeah. I mean, Saka weren't man of the match for me either. Smith Rowe will come ahead of him, as well as other options. But yeah.
So is Smith Rowe your man of the match?
At first I was unsure, but I'm edging more towards Smith Rowe. The way he worked, his work rate, the goal to top it off as well.
Yeah.
I'll give it to Smith Rowe.
Love it. All right, guys, let's go to some more clips, guys. We want to hear what you have to say.
It was a great performance today. Lackett played well. I think all the boys played well. And bring on the next game. And can't say, I think it was about as good a performance as the Tottenham one. No, it's quite as good, but I think Tottenham was slightly better. But I think it was a good performance all around. And I think the main problem is consistency, and and being consistent. Love you guys. Love AFTV from Australia, boys.
Much better performance today as opposed to the one against Palace. I'm happy we didn't let off after the first goal, but I think we have a very young squad and we're still learning how to manage the game. We don't know when to counter and we don't know when to slow the game down. But I think the main thing that we yet don't know how to do is how to slow our game down without slowing down our tempo. And that's key, slowing the game down without slowing down your tempo. First and foremost, you counter when you recover the ball in the middle of the pitch, when the opposition was transitioning from defense into attack, because that's when they're in their most open and they're most vulnerable. But when you recover the ball in your own defensive third, you can't go off the counter because you're just hoofing it long and you're playing right into the opposition's game plan. You're not controlling possession. When you control the ball in your own defensive third, you do that by making quick 1-2 touches, which is how you sustain the tempo high, but you recycle the ball amongst your back line where you slowly but surely progress up the field, where now you have pushed the team back into their own half, into their own defensive third, and now we can maintain that high line, sustain that pressure, and that's how you dominate the ball for 60-70% of the time. That's how we can do that successfully, but that'll come with time, I'm sure. We learned from our mistakes in the Palace game, but not all of them. I'm sure we'll continue to learn and improve, and things will get better. But most importantly, happy birthday to James. Love you, man. Have a great day.
Yep, good win. Everybody was solid in the match. Smith Rowe was a 10 out of 10. Tierney, you know, I love Tierney, but you see, if Nuno continues to perform like this, you could give him a run for his money. You know, Conker had a great game, a really good game. I know everybody was saying that, oh, he's shit, you know, he's average, but no, he just had a bad game against Palace. You know, he just wasn't physical enough. That's it. That's why we needed, you know, Granite. But, you know, the kid, you know, the way he played, you know, this guy, it's a limit. I know just, you know, this game and other games, but still, he's showing why even Henry rated him so highly. You know, Lacazette playing like a 10. I always back this guy. I always loved this Lacazette guy. He always gives 110%. The only downside is the clean sheet and Martinelli not getting more than 15 minutes. You know, I don't understand, you know, because, you know, you're not getting ahead of Saka, Aubameyang, Lacazette, or even Smith Rowe, because, you know, I mean, you can't really put him ahead of those guys because those guys are performing, you know, higher. But Martinelli hasn't been given the opportunity to been proven that yet. But hopefully in the League Cup match against Leeds, he gets to show that, you know, why he deserves to play these games, because I really want him to get those minutes. I don't want him to be shipped out on loan, you know, this coming January. You know, he deserves his minutes. He deserves his, you know, play time. But yeah, come on, you Gunners, and big up AFTV.
What's up, AFTV? It's Dylan. I'm from Orlando, Florida. Just watched this game live from my job. You already know, I got the hookup on the links. But man, we can't get carried away with this. It was a good win. We came out and didn't have the intensity in the beginning, but we can't forget. We possibly might have 3 key players hurt right now. I personally think it was poor in-game management by Arteta. I still think, I don't think he's the right guy. Saka, he became ineffective very quickly. You can see how tired he is. Kept him on the full game. Started limping at the end. Aubameyang limping. Lacazette pulled hamstring. I mean, I don't know. It's not looking good right now. We can't forget where we're at. It's a good win today, though, so we can enjoy that. Have a good weekend now, but it's not looking good, man.
I'm enjoying you guys. Big up AFTV. Wonderful performance by us. 3 points in the bag already. Let's go. Come on, Aston. Come on, Gunners.
Loving it, guys. Loving it. Lots of videos. I'm absolutely loving hearing from all the fans. That second guy, I think we've got to get him on Tactical Insight show. I think you and Graham would have a good chat. I mean, I've just been told I'm not needed here anymore. Robbie's just giving me the waving me goodbye. No, anyway, look, great stuff. We're kind of slowly coming towards the end. I've really enjoyed today. There's a good energy. Around the studio. I'm sure the Emirates is buzzing. Let's talk about Lacazette and Aubameyang, and then I've got one kind of quick, more measured debate to have at the end. Mm-hmm. But Lacazette and Aubameyang, they had a partnership today. So it worked. It was weird. I saw them two starting up front together, working.
Yep.
Why today? Well, we've had them for like 4 years. I know it's worked at times under Emery mainly, but it was good today.
It was, and it's funny because a lot of fans have been like, no, against, you know, sort of pairing them two up. But actually, Arteta has decided to go ahead with it, and it's worked really well.
It was bold.
Exactly. It was a bold move, but it goes to show as well. Sometimes you just got to change things up.
I'm sitting there calling for Lacazette to start, but Aubameyang to be dropped, and may tweak my words.
They were both crucial.
4 goals in a row at the Emirates now.
And Aubameyang's energy as well. You saw that he had more pace as well. He worked today as well.
I think there's something about allowing Lacazette to do the role that Aubameyang would be, and then Aubameyang just playing on the shoulder, just asking questions of defenders, 2 up front against, because Graham's always said that this season we struggled against teams that play a back 3, and we thought that could be the same again tonight. But actually with 2 up front, we caused them problems, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was such a good watch. Obviously, Aubameyang, scoring the penalty saved by Martinez, then the follow-up, managed to get in the back of the net as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, excellent stuff. Michael's super chat says, "Oh, go on, you can ask a question."
Yeah, I was going to say, do you keep them? Do you keep Aubameyang and Lacazette paired up?
Arsenal aren't doing a lot right this season. I know it sounds like a flip-flop, but Arsenal aren't doing a lot right this season. So when it does
work,
keep it.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to say if Tierney's fit for Leicester, you still keep Tavares in. I know Leicester will be a different challenge, but then also will they? Like, have Leicester been better than? I know they've scored 8 in their last 2. But have they been better than Villa across the whole season? I don't know.
They've had a bit of a shaky start as well, Leicester City.
Had a shaky start, so yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But then that's a big question. How fixed is it at the moment? And that's kind of what I want to get into to end the show. Michael has sent in a super chat. Says, much love from Ohio. Partey, man of the match for me. I think that's a really good shout. Mine is actually Lacazette. Who's yours?
Okay. Oh, I said Emile Smith-Rowe.
Smith-Rowe, okay.
Yeah. It was hard to pick a man of the match today. I wanted to go for the whole team.
It could have been White for me. It could have been
Ramsdale.
It could have been Ramsdale. Okay, a lot of players. Tavares was excellent.
Yeah, Tavares, Lokonga.
There was a lot to really enjoy. We've got about looking about 10 minutes left. We've got a couple more clips. Right here, we've got more clips. Excellent.
More clips.
Let's play more clips,
reactions.
and then we're going to end on a bit of a debate about how we should really be feeling about this Arsenal team now. We've had our high and enjoyment and stuff, but there's a real discussion to be had about Arsenal here. Let's bring up the clips.
Big up AFTV. Happy for the win. Great performance from the boys. Middle of the park, Partey and Lokonga, they were immense. Like, they were winning every challenge, every ball. I guess they were making up for the mistakes that cost us the points against Crystal Palace. But yeah, big up to the whole team. Laka worked his ass off. Like, I feel like that guy deserves like at least 1 more year. We need to reward him for that. Like, his leadership is immense. And yeah, like I said last week, I feel like there is no place for Pepe in the team. I know we spent a whole lot of money on him, but there is no place for him there. Like, we need to find a solution and maybe sell him, because I mean the boys are like they are showing the level that they are at, and Pepe is nowhere close to that. He's nowhere. Thanks again, guys.
Hi, James and AFTV. Fantastic win today. Really thrilled. It's early in the morning in Singapore. It was worth getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning to watch this. Arsenal is becoming a confidence team, in my opinion. When they play direct and instinctive, they are irrepressible. When they become a little bit cagey and lose confidence, that's when it becomes difficult for us. I hope this confidence continues, and I hope we play instinctive, direct football. I thought Nuno made a big difference today with the directness. Ben White, with some of his runs, was very direct. Sambi, Partey, all of them were very, very direct and very confident today. Love to see that. Thank you.
Peter here from Kenya. Oh, that is our Arsenal. I can say our Arsenal is almost, let's say, it's back in action, back in winning. Big up to Partey and Lokonga today, midfielder. Great. Gabriel and Ben White, great. Lacazette, I don't know what to say about Lacazette. He's the fighter. He's the fighter. Everyone today played well. Big up to Smith-Rowe, our man of the match. Big up to Saka. Today was little, but he's one of our best players in the field. Big up to all Arsenal fans there. Big up to AFTV.
Yeah. Today 3 points. Sharp to FTV, sharp to Arsenal players, sharp to the fans. Today we are not going to be negative. We have to support the team and to be behind the Arteta. This is all to Arsenal fans and Arsenal players.
Good winning for Arsenal. I'm very happy for Arsenal. And one thing I'm definitely taking away from this game is we need to keep starting Lacazette. That man is the deal. We need Lacazette playing every game, bro. We need to get him fit so he can play the complete game. And big ups to the other guys. Everybody played well today. It was a great win. I'm happy. You guys are. We all are. Let's go. Come on, you gotta.
People are happier today. I love it. And
Lacazette's got a new name, Lacazette. I like that.
Lacazette, yeah. I'd love to know how it's properly. Someone in the comments said Lacazette Italian. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah, man, it's really good. It's really good to see everyone absolute high. We've got Blitz Monster, good name. Says, does that guy who says Pepe is not good enough actually watch football? We're just going to ignore his last 2 goal contributions against Palace. Now,
I was just going to ask you about Pepe as well.
Yeah, listen, everyone's right to have their opinion. I'm inclined to agree that despite Pepe's goal contributions against Palace, when Saka's on the right, even when he's not at his best, he shows us what a right winger should be producing across 90 minutes. I think Pepe's a quality player. I've been on record all week saying that there is quality there that I think Arteta is kind of sapping from him. So don't get me wrong, I'm not here to have a go at Pepe, but for whatever we're trying to do right now, Saka is the best right winger at the club, in my opinion.
I get that. I mean, we have had good moments and good spells from Pepe as well, and I am seeing an improvement from him. And we do need to take into consideration that he hasn't been consistently getting game time.
That is true.
There's moments where he's just sitting on the bench and everything. So, how is that also impacting his confidence?
Okay, but Lacazette hasn't been getting consistent game time.
That's true. That is so true, James. You've drawn me right out.
Yeah, there we go.
You've drawn me right out.
But that is what being a player at Arsenal Football Club is about. You might not start. There should be competition. It should be difficult to get your place. And when you do, you're expected to deliver. Now, Lacazette, he's not even completed 90 minutes this week. He's played 25 minutes Monday night, about an hour, maybe over an hour. Just over an hour tonight. And in my opinion, he's man of the match in both. That's what it's about. He's got this fighter mentality, Lacazette, that I love. And when we didn't sell him in the summer. We weren't sure what we were going to do kind of long term. Is he going to get a contract? Is he not? In my opinion, I'm not sure it's good for Arsenal to renew his deal. But get what you can out of him while he's here.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with that. I know people are saying, well, if he's not going to be here next year, what's the point in giving him minutes? But he's our player right now. We need goals. He proves himself.
Yeah.
So give him the minutes. Give him the game
fight,
time.
Passion.
Exactly.
Everything you want to see from Arsenal players, he's got that out there, and that's what I mean. When he's not contributing goals, he's doing something.
Yeah.
Aubameyang scored today, and for me, Lacazette was the better player. You can't. I mean, even Aubameyang, the penalty was saved, but he puts it away. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Aubameyang scored 4 and 4 now at the Emirates. You need goals. You need goals to win games, but don't overlook kind of what Lacazette does, and it's going to be interesting to see how Arsenal kind of manages the situation going forward. We've got a couple of comments coming in. Polymation says we need a younger version of Lacazette. He will play for a move. He thinks Lacazette's playing for a move. Yeah, I mean, potentially.
Well, either way, he's getting us results. So
yeah,
whatever the reason, just keep it up. We're
liking this momentum. You know what? I'm kind of the same. If you're playing to prove yourself and get a big contract elsewhere, I don't care. You do your thing. If you're performing like that for Arsenal, I'm happy. Let's end on just a bit of a discussion here about what this kind of means for Arsenal fans, the process, expectations for the season. If we look at these 6 games where we've won 4, drawn 2, I think you're saying that's a good run. 4 wins, 2 draws, that's cool. If you're then saying we were okay against Norwich, we were good for what the game demanded against Burnley, we were very good for 45 minutes against Spurs, and we were very good today, you said, okay, there's things to be excited about. But generally, I think we all agree that across the season, we aren't performing to the level Arsenal should be. Where do you stand with this? Is what we saw today going to be more the norm this season? Or is what we saw against Palace going to be more the norm?
I mean, with what we saw today, it seems to be a bit of a one-hit wonder. Right. We have a great performance like this, but then we wouldn't know what to expect. We've got Leeds in the Carabao Cup next. And we're so volatile that we have an outstanding performance. So we'll go into the Leeds game thinking, all right, we want to see good performances. But then it will be the complete opposite. And this is why, you know, there's still that argument of Arteta isn't delivering for us. So if we can get some form of consistency going, you know, I'm not saying we've got to go out and win every game. Yes, we would love to, but the reality is that ain't really going to happen, is it? But as long as we can see the players putting in the performances, Arteta making the right decisions, that is what we're asking for as fans.
I think so. I think no one wants to really admit it, but Palace and Villa at home, we should be taking 6 points out of 6 for what Arsenal Football Club are. But then 4 out of 6 is low-key kind of what I expected in my more optimistic sort of side. I know we went 1-0 up against Palace, but that's kind of where I think we are. 5 goals this week, 4 points out of 6. Like, that kind of feels almost as good as it gets with what I've seen with Arteta and this team. Now, people will say, well, if that's as good as it gets, then that's not good enough. And I respect that. And I probably feel the same. But it's going to be this season's going to be a roller coaster.
It is.
It's going to be an absolute.
We're feeling the roller
It's just
coaster
going to be an
ride
absolute
already.
journey. We're going to have days where we are boring, we're tough to watch, and then we're going to have games
Painful to
where
watch.
we surprise ourselves. We win at Burnley, we get a clean sheet, we defend set pieces well. We go 3-0 up against Spurs by half time. We play Villa off the park. They didn't have a single shot in the first half.
Yeah.
You know, there are going to be those games. There are going to be those performances. But there are going to be last-minute winners and equalisers and all that. But there's also going to be football that might be difficult to watch at times. And I don't know what this Arsenal team is. I just know I've still got a lot of convincing to need. That's terrible English, but you get what I mean?
Yeah. They obviously need to win you over a bit more, is what you're saying.
I think so.
For me, I mean, I'm enjoying. Obviously, I enjoyed what I saw today, but I want to see consistency with it. These, you know, the final third, I want to see improvements there, because that is where we're really struggling.
Yeah.
So, you know, when we start seeing performances there, then okay, we can start to, you know, trust in what Arteta is doing.
Graham and I will break it down on Monday, but if I'm to say that today improved on the Palace performance in terms of showing consistent intent, maintaining some sort of press or at least dominance in midfield, maintaining a certain level of performance, maintaining a desire to score goals, that was all there. Did I think we looked more dangerous in the final third? Yes, but not quite enough. But again, I acknowledge
there's still something missing.
There's still something missing, but I acknowledge that Villa are a good side, that they went and kept a clean sheet at Old Trafford, that they have a back three that's been doing well for them this season. Clean sheets against Everton, played well against Chelsea, whatnot. You know, they went to Spurs. The Spurs had to fight for that win, and we played them off the park. And I think we can be encouraged that other teams haven't found it anywhere near as easy as we have. So there's things to enjoy, but a lot of work still to do. We've got Leeds coming up on the Tuesday night. Then it's Leicester. Plenty of time to prepare for those. I think this is gonna. I don't know where we'll be.
Keep us smiling.
I don't know. Well, actually, in a week we won't have even played Leicester. It'll be the day after. So guys, we're gonna wrap up there. Thank you so much for all your videos. One final super chat. Bryce says, "I'm disgusted at the fans that were booing Emi Martinez." I appreciate the super chat. I wasn't there, so I can't comment too much. But have a laugh. You know, this guy has been talking so much about us in interviews. Not saying he's wrong to do that, but he has. You know, he's been going back and forth. He was going back and forth with Lacazette after he should have conceded a penalty at Villa Park last season. Then he it was. He's done this. He's a wind-up Martinez. Okay, there's no love lost. He knows what he's doing, and it's part of what makes him a great player. But trust me, we're fine to give him a little bit. And I think Arsenal fans did the right thing by making it uncomfortable. That's exactly what it's all about.
You've come to our home turf.
You've come to our home turf. We put 3 past you, and you know what? We're going to enjoy it. Villa Park, it might be different, but we're going to enjoy it for today. Guys, it's been a lot of fun. Today's been a very good day. Well done, Arsenal. Well done, Mikel Arteta. Mixed it up and got it right. Thank you, Charlene.
Thank you so much, James. We can have a great weekend.
Production team, everything. Thanks to the fans who sent in their videos and comments and watched and everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll be back for more content over the weekend. And I'm just hearing we just hit 1.4 subs.
Woo!
So superb. 1.4 mil subs.
The family's growing.
Get subbing, keep joining that amazing team. Thank you for all your support as always. We will be back over the weekend, but also Monday. A lot of great stuff, tactical insight. I can't wait to break this one down. Thank you. And see you next time.
Bye. Enjoy your weekend.